Right now, I just gave you the reading transmission for the common four-armed Chinesic practice known as Dodun Kagyabma, practice that benefits beings pervasively. So, this is the practice of the great compassionate Bodhisattva, Chinesic, and also one does this as one's own personal practice. And in general, in the Mayan path, the development of loving kindness and the compassion is the very essence of the Buddha's teaching. So for this reason, I did that reading for you, and this is normally what I do to establish dharmic connection, and you should also therefore join with sincere aspiration or likewise aspiration. So today the main topic that I'm going to teach on is on loving kindness and compassion. Because these two people here in front, that even though I don't know their names, but they had asked me to give teaching. And while I do not myself have fulfilled the necessary learning and contemplation and meditation, not have reached the full level of it, and nevertheless, if out of sincerity of heart I teach, I think it will be of some benefit. It is important for all of us to generate loving kindness and compassion. That is the altruistic heart of Bodhicitta. Because in the absence of loving kindness and compassion, for that matter, Bodhicitta, then the very heart or the root of the teaching or the practice is missing. So that we will have missed out on the very heart and the root of the teaching. As such, in all circumstances, whether it's during the time of learning or it's in the time of reflection or practice, that we should always have it all joined by bodhicitta. For example, all virtuous activities done in the absence of bodhicitta is said to be like planting of so-called chushing or water trees, banana-like trees, where they bear the fruit once and then it's exhausted. And so, in this way, the virtue that results in the achievement of human realms or that of Deva realms, for that matter even the realization of the Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, and whatever realization is attained as a result of virtuous action is not ultimate, is subject to exhaustion. And whereas any virtuous activity that is done joined by or in the spirit of bodhicitta, then this is said to be like pasam jishing or wish-fulfilling tree, where it is said the tree continuously gives fruit and continuously there's increase of fruits. The more it gives fruits, the more fruit increase. Anyway, wish-fulfilling tree. And so all virtuous activities joined with the bodhicitta is not subject to exhaustion, but in fact that continuously flourishing and increasing and towards the realization of complete liberation. The essence of all the teachings of the Buddha actually is in a concise form is presented through the essence of loving kindness, compassion, or bodhicitta, and emptiness. That also, what is important to be borne in mind is that it must not be one-sided approach, emptiness alone approach, or bodhicitta alone approach. And there must be essentially the unified or combined approach to the application of bodhicitta and the view of emptiness. For example, a bird cannot fly with just one wing. So if one of the wings, be it to the right or the left, one of the wings is not there, the bird cannot take off. Simply, the bird has to have two wings to be able to fly. So in that same way, emptiness without bodhicitta, or bodhicitta without emptiness, is not going to result into Buddhahood or the realization of the state of ultimate omniscience. Along the same line, the pinnacle of all the vehicles and supreme among all the vehicles, that of the Vajrayana methods, even in that case the Vajrayana methods must be joined by emptiness and bodhicitta. Particularly the role of bodhicitta is extremely important. And in other words, if one practices the Vajrayana deity visualization, development stages and fulfillment stages of visualization of deity, and in the absence of the joined by the view of emptiness and bodhicitta, that this will not serve the purpose towards experience of liberation.